Welcome back. I've got a Scream Factory tag. Andrew Ballina tagged me in a Scream Factory tag, and so I thought I would do one and share it with you. Sporting my Astros hat today. Uh, the Scream Factory to me kind of really made the transition from VHS to collecting DVD and Blu-rays, and I kind of just stumbled upon it. Usually back then I was buying things directly from Amazon, and I realized I was buying a lot of titles of Scream Factory, and then did the research and found it. So actually that's the second question, is how did you discover Scream Factory to begin with? First question is, what is your favorite, let's see, what's your first Scream Factory purchase? My first Scream Factory purchase was Terror Train. And I think it's a great release. Terror Train gets a little bit of hate from slasher aficionados, or maybe not hate, but I think people kind of dog it a little bit because, well, for a number of reasons. But I actually think it's a fun, underrated slasher film. I like it a lot. Mainly because of the setting, the enclosed nature, being on a train. I just think that works really well in a slasher film. And I think Jamie Lee Curtis is excellent in this. So I like Terror Train. I'm a big fan of it. But I'm a big fan of any kind of a slasher horror film where it's kind of in an enclosed setting. So yeah, I like Terror Train. It's a Blu-ray DVD combo. And then you've got the alternate artwork. So that was my first purchase, Terror Train. Next up is, how did you discover Scream Factory? Well, I just talked about that. Favorite artwork. My favorite artwork, Scream Factory does a great job on all their artwork, I think. But my favorite right now, I guess, is this Return of the Living Dead. I think that's real. I love that slipcover. And this release, to me, defines what a collector's edition should be. I mean, it's just jam-packed with special features. I love it. Awesome release. Great artwork. Let's look at the alternate artwork. Here's the alternate artwork, which was the original. But I love this release. And I love the film. It's not my favorite zombie film, but it's right up there. I still, Dawn of the Dead, I think, is my favorite. Along with, really, I mean, George Romero produced 3 legitimate 10 out of 10 horror movies, which is a great feat. Favorite and least favorite blind buy. Well, my favorite blind buy was Sonny Boy. This was a great movie. I didn't know anything about it when I bought it, and it's just a wild ride. Great acting. I mean, you got David Carradine playing a woman. Brad Dourif playing a nut, and it's just some great acting, great story. I can't really say anything negative about it. And at the special features standpoint, you've got 2 audio commentaries to go with the movie. So Sonny Boy is one of my favorite releases. Probably my least favorite release, there's been a number of them, I'll give you that, is Toolbox Murders 2. Yeah, I just don't think much of this film at all. I mean, I bought it just because to make sure I had all the films, Toolbox Murders, but it's Toolbox 2 is pretty lame. Another honorable mention in my least favorite category, I couldn't help but bring this up, is Serpent in the Rainbow. Now, I love Serpent in the Rainbow. I love the movie, but I think this release is shit. And to label it collector's edition is just a travesty. All you've got on this is a very rushed condensed audio commentary that lasts only like half the movie, and a featurette. That's not a collector's edition. It's just not, no way, shape, or form. I think that bugs me more than anything. Is Scream Factory had a tendency, after it got very popular, to just slap a label collector's edition, hoping, and I think they were hoping people would just lap it up because it says collector's edition, which we did, because we're as collectors, we're just ADD and have no impulse control. But it's a travesty as far as a collector's edition. They should have just, if they were going to do such sparse special features, they should have released it as a normal release and not try to play this up as some great release. This is the demarcation point where I started to look at Arrow as really the leading company from a quality perspective. But I love the movie, and I think it deserves better than this. Let's see what else we got here. Favorite non-collector's edition from Scream Factory. Well, that would probably be The Beast Within. Great horror movie. Love this film a lot. And this, if you look at the special features of this and Serpent Rainbow is very similar, but they didn't go out and try to make this something that it wasn't as a collector's edition. It's got an audio commentary and an interview. I mean, it's just a good release. But yeah, Beast Within's an awesome film. Next up, let's see. Favorite double feature. Well, I would say my first pick would be Tales from the Crypt double feature, but Horrific Nightmares already chose that, which is fine. I think I'm, in an interest of not copying other people, I'm going to show my other favorite, which is the Blackula double feature. Blackula and Scream, Blackula Scream. Love these films. Grew up with them in the 70s. Some great blaxploitation films here, and really a good release. It's got a audio commentary, interviews. William Marshall was a great Dracula. Very commanding. My dream release. I have two. And Horrific Nightmares, we're a lot alike, I guess. I like Fade to Black. I wish Fade to Black would get a collector's edition treatment, from somebody. Scream Factory, I don't care. It would be great. And then a double feature that I would love for somebody to put out is the Colossal Man, The Amazing Colossal Man, and War of the Colossal Beast. That's Burt Gordon films, man. That would be a great double feature, and nobody has really given those movies any kind of love. I love those two films. The biggest surprise release has to be Incredible Melting Man. I mean, I can't believe they picked this up. Rick Baker, in one of his early special effects, did the special effects of this, and the Melting Man looks great. I saw this in the theater when it was released, and I just loved it. I loved it. It's cheesy, campy, fun. It's low budget filmmaking. You've got this epic scene that's never been. I don't think it's been equaled, where you've got this decapitated head slowly rolling down this creek river, and then falling off a waterfall and exploding. It was great. I love it. But yeah, Incredible Melting Man, I was just pleasantly shocked when this came out. And then the final, I believe, let's see. Of course, my favorite release, I mean, no matter how creative I want to get with this video, how can you ignore the Halloween box set? I mean, this is just creme de la creme of releases right here. I mean, how can this not be your favorite? It's just hands down so far and above away from everything else. It's hard to be. It's hard not to be that to be your favorite. But that's everybody's favorite, and justifiably so. So. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this Scream Factory tag and my thoughts on Scream Factory, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks.